Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. So today's quick video is going to be on a turkey lasagna, and I'm just using the Barilla 1 pound package of lasagna noodles, and I did put like 8 cups of water with a little bit of salt and oil to a boiling point, and then I'm just going to put these noodles in there. And just follow the instructions on the packaging of whatever brand that you're using. So I'm gonna boil the noodles and drain it, and then I'm gonna set it aside. So this is just a quick and easy lasagna for like a family dinner that I'm making, one of our family dinners that I make sometimes. So I'm just gonna use some Jennie-O ground turkey. This is the 16-ounce 1 pound package. Okay, and then sometimes I will make sauce from scratch, just with basic marinara or basic tomato, like spaghetti sauce type, with using tomato paste, canned tomato sauce with seasonings and garlic, olive oil, salt and pepper. But if you have spaghetti sauce on hand, in this case I did have 2 ragu, a traditional ragu and a chunky roasted garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and use those up and put that in the recipe today. And then also, this is a 32-ounce ricotta cheese. You don't have to use a 32-ounce. I'm probably gonna use half of this. So I'll use like 16 ounces of this container of ricotta cheese, and 1 egg, and salt, pepper, onion powder, Italian seasoning, some Parmesan cheese. You can use the other kind of Parmesan cheese in the container. I don't have that right now. I just have the shaker type. And then I have minced garlic. And I also have, if you don't have fresh parsley on hand, you can use the dried parsley seasoning. This is just some flat leaf Italian parsley that I'm gonna use. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. And I don't have any onions. I thought I had onions, so I have onion powder, so I'm just gonna use that for right now. But otherwise, I would normally put diced onions. So I'm gonna go ahead and start washing the Italian parsley. I'm just gonna get a little bit of this, and I'm gonna wash it. And then I'll be right back to dice it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dice up this flat leaf Italian parsley. And if you want it real fine, just go ahead and run your knife through it. So what I did after I drained the noodles, I just put it on a sheet pan with a little bit of oil on the bottom and laid it out that way. Looks like that. And I have another sheet pan off to the side, a little smaller one for the rest of the noodles. So now I am going to start browning the ground turkey. So now I just opened the ground turkey, and I'm using the same pan that I boiled the noodles in after I drained it and put it on the greased cookie sheet. I just went ahead and I'm using the same pot, and I'm just gonna brown this, and I'm gonna break it up pretty well. So just, cut into it with your cooking spatula, and just cut into it. And brown it and then drain the fat off. So after you drain the excess fat off the 1 pound of turkey, and you can add the minced garlic and the diced onions at this time once it's browned and you drained the excess fat off the turkey, the ground turkey. So since I don't have any onions on hand, I'm just gonna add about a teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay, also I put the spices here to my right, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix the minced garlic with the ground turkey that's been browned. I'm gonna cook it a couple minutes. So after the garlic sautés with the ground turkey for a couple minutes, go ahead and just add some seasonings. This is some kosher salt. You can add any kind of salt you like. Pink Himalayan, regular salt. So just to your desired taste. Some Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna put a few dashes of each of these. Probably like anywhere from a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon. Some ground black pepper. Some onion powder. And some garlic powder. Okay, so go ahead and just saute this for like another 2 to 3 minutes. And my heat is on a medium heat. Okay, so go ahead and lower your heat to like a medium low or a low heat. My stove goes up to like a 9. So right now it's like at a 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it down to like a 3-4. Because once you get the meat cooked and seasoned, you're gonna go ahead and add the tomato sauce of your choice. Tomato, like either marinara or anything homemade, or a jar spaghetti type sauce. So in this case, I'm gonna add these 2 ragu. So you want to go ahead and mix this really well and then let it simmer. Let it simmer for about 30 minutes just to incorporate all the flavors, bring all the flavors together. You can even add, you know, if you taste it and you feel like it needs a little more salt, pepper, garlic powder. You can even add a little bit of sugar if you desire. I do put a little sugar in my spaghetti sauce, anywhere from, you know, like a tablespoon or a teaspoon to a tablespoon, whatever you like to your desired taste. So after it simmers for, you know, like a few minutes, go ahead and taste the sauce, see what other spices you need to add. And then once you adjust the flavorings, go ahead and cover it and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. So while the sauce is simmering, about 10 minutes before you turn it off, go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. You always want to make sure that your oven is properly preheated. That way it cooks at an even time and temperature. The sauce that's been simmering for about 30 minutes, and then I have the drained lasagna noodles on some cookie sheets that were slightly greased, so that way it doesn't stick together. And then I have the mixture right here of the 16 ounces of ricotta cheese with 1 egg, freshly diced Italian flat leaf parsley. And then I also have some Sargento mozzarella cheese. Now this one's the 8 ounces and I have 2 of them. And then I'm just gonna also top it off with some grated Parmesan cheese. So go ahead and put like a couple ladles of the spaghetti sauce mixture down here, or the marinara sauce, whichever one. You can do marinara or spaghetti style sauce. So you're just gonna put a little layer down here so the noodles have something to stick to. Okay, and then what you want to do is go ahead and start layering with some lasagna noodles. You want to, this is a 13 by 9, so I'm just going to do 3 all the way across, slightly overlapping. Okay, and then I will go ahead and put some of the sauce on top of that. That's just our dog, Maddie. We are having a nice, peaceful Saturday night, you guys. The kids and the dogs, we are just inside the house. It's kind of a rainy day here where we live. So we are having a nice, peaceful evening at home. Because it is cold and windy and rainy outside. And that is the oven. It's been preheating and it's now at 375. Okay, so after you get a layer of the sauce, go ahead and layer the ricotta mixture. I just kind of dollop some and then I'm going to kind of spread it a little bit later. Okay, and then just slightly spread it. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and add the mozzarella cheese. And I'm just going to put the noodles back on that I had put on earlier. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. And of course, don't forget to wash your hands anytime you're dealing with, you know, handling food. I always have my kids, when they help me out in the kitchen, I always make sure they wash their hands, you know, off and on throughout the whole cooking process. That way they learn like good habits of clean cooking. And I do teach them to clean as they cook. That way in the end, it's not a big mess. So if time permits, try to clean as you're cooking. That way in the end, everything is not so messy in your kitchen. It does help out a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of spread this through. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do some more of the ricotta mixture and just repeating the process that I did earlier. And you can also, you guys, if you don't have ricotta cheese and parsley or, you know, you can also use cottage cheese, regular or low-fat cottage cheese instead of the ricotta cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and add some mozzarella. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add another layer of noodles. So just go ahead and keep repeating the process. This might be like a 4-layer lasagna when I'm done. Actually, I'm just gonna use the whole bag. I think I'm gonna make it extra cheesy this time, you guys. So it's up to you. You don't have to put that much cheese. And you can even put a little bit of other shredded cheese in here. But today I am just gonna use plain mozzarella. In the past, I have used other cheeses to mix with the mozzarella. It's up to you. Okay, and then I'm just gonna top it off with some grated Parmesan cheese. So it's been 25 minutes. The timer has went off, and I'm gonna take the foil off of the top. And then we're gonna cook it without the foil on there for another 5 minutes. All right, everybody, so I took the lasagna out of the oven. It cooked for 30 minutes on 375 degrees. It was covered with foil for 25 minutes. Then I took the foil off and cooked it another 5 minutes. And now it is cooling. Make sure you let it cool, you know, for about 15 minutes at least to, you know, before you cut into it and eat it. So that is what it looks like. It's a quick, easy recipe for one of your dinners, or even if you have company over. It's really yummy. I will try to show you some of the layers here. So there is some of the layers. I think it was 4 layers that I did. But yeah, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, press that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more recipes and other videos like makeup, hair, grocery hauls, multiple things to do with being a stay-at-home mom. Okay, everybody, thank you so much, and we will see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.